Welcome to Adamant Atheism. Your weekly expose of religious bullshit. I'm your host, Adam Collins. Let's do this. On this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and what you can expect to hear on this podcast. I'll introduce you to my friend Conservative Bob. My friend Ensomniak shares his atheist rap song Reason with us. I'll drop some wisdom on your ass from my buddy Michael Wong. And I review God's Not Dead 2. Let's get to it. Hey everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of Adamant Atheism. So I thought I'd start out this first segment just talking a little bit about myself and what you can expect from the show, just to get a feel of what you're getting yourself into should you decide to be a regular listener. I guess the people who are probably listening to this very first one, at least as it just got released, are my Facebook friends who I told about. But if you've listened to episodes further and are listening to this first one in archive, you probably already have a pretty good feel. But I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there about me and what this is about and what you can expect. All right, first and foremost, I am a completely open book. I don't hide anything. I'm honest and open about pretty much all of the ongoings in my life. Like, so much even to a fault. It's not uncommon for me to get myself in trouble for putting my business out there, but whatever. I don't care. I do find that people who are more closed about themselves, keep things hidden, they tend to be the more judgmental types. Like they have this version of reality that they think everybody should live up to, some kind of fucking standard that they themselves often fail at, and they keep that a secret because they don't want other people to judge them. It's like they would judge somebody who fell short of their standard. I don't do that. I don't judge anybody. Anybody can do, think, believe, feel anything that they want to do. As long as you're not harming or negatively affecting someone else, you're not going to get any backlash from me. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. So yeah, I don't have anything to hide. I don't hold back. You're gonna get it all from me here. All right, so here goes a list of 10 things about myself and about probably some recurring topics that you'll be hearing on this show. 1. I am an open, out-of-the-closet atheist. More specifically, an anti-theist. An atheist is somebody who does not believe that a God exists. An anti-theist takes it a step further and says, not only do I not believe a God doesn't exist, but I think the idea of a all-knowing, all-present, celestial dictator God is a horrible idea. And not only do I think it doesn't exist, I'm happy that it doesn't exist, and I think it would be shitty and it would suck if something like that did exist. I think religions are all stupid and harmful. Believers aren't necessarily stupid, but religion thrives and survives on ignorance. It gets eradicated with more education and intelligence. The smarter, more educated someone becomes, the less religious they tend to be. So religion, as a whole, is a detriment to humankind and global progress. As you can probably tell from the title of this show, this is a topic that will be discussed very, very regularly. 2. I use a lot of, quote, obscene, unquote, language. I've never really understood who sets the standard of what is or is not considered obscene. Like what is obscene now might be acceptable in a few years. What's acceptable now might be obscene in a few years by whatever standard society decides to set for itself at that particular time period. I have no regard for those fucking standards. I say what I think and feel and express myself the way I want to, regardless of whatever society deems acceptable at the time. 3. I am a loud and proud liberal. I make that no secret. I don't identify as a Democrat. I think the two-party system is fucked up, and the Democrats have a lot of shitty things about the party, but I do tend to agree with them more, and I vote for them, well, exclusively when I vote. I don't vote Republican at all for any reason. It's my belief that Republican conservatives are a shit stain on the ass of humanity, and it is to the benefit of the global community that they're dying off. 4. I am 100% pro-LGBTQ community. Though, as a straight guy, I can't completely understand their struggles, I still sympathize nonetheless. They should be treated as equal, and the fact that this is even an issue, the preferences of people want to have sex with and they get denied rights, is so fucking disgusting and backwards and obscene that, yes, I fight against it with everything that I have, and the LGBTQ community has 100% of my support on every issue. 5. Women have a right to do with their body as they choose, whatever that thing may be. I hear a lot of pro-life people say that I can't understand how anybody can be pro-abortion, and I don't know anybody who is pro-abortion. What we are pro is pro-women getting to decide to do what the hell they want with their bodies. I mean, I got a vasectomy 5.5 years ago. It wasn't even an issue or anything. Nobody regulated that, told me I shouldn't or anything. I got the fucking vein chopped off my balls, and that was it. I went about my day. Bodily autonomy is an absolute right that should be guaranteed to every single person, including women. 6. Black Lives Matter. Now, I know a lot of people say all lives matter, and of course that's true. Yes, all lives do matter, but saying that is just stating the obvious and ignoring a larger issue. If all lives truly did matter in a public perspective, black people wouldn't get murdered at 4 times the rate that white people do. This is a legitimate issue and it needs to be addressed and resolved. 7. Privilege exists. I'm a white, straight, cisgendered, able-bodied, middle-class American male. I'm practically drowning in privilege over here. I recognize that fact, even though I don't like it. And I work to get rid of my privilege and try to create a level playing field for everyone involved. It's not fair that just because of my skin color, my genitalia, the country I was born in, all those things are irrelevant as far as opportunity goes. That should have no bearing on that. Most privileged people don't understand their privilege because they've been grown up with that privilege, not seeing the benefits of it, and they think it's just a level playing field all around, and that minorities and oppressed people just need to step it up. That in itself proves a privileged mindset. That shit needs to get checked. Privilege needs to be addressed and resolved. 8. Blowjobs are the most awesome thing in the entire universe that I've encountered so far. This is a sex-positive show. We don't discriminate against people who have as much sex as they want or as little sex as they want. I don't understand why the word whore or slut carries a negative connotation to it. It's a woman who has a lot of sex and that makes her bad anyway? No, fuck that. Check your male fucking privilege. This is about sex positivity. We don't slut shame. People can have as much sex or little sex as they want. It has no bearing on their moral character as a person. It's irrelevant. Sex is awesome. Have as much or as little of it as you want. No problem either way. 9. I'm a staunch marijuana advocate. I don't really smoke that much myself, but I am 100% in favor of its legalization. There's nothing medically wrong with marijuana. There's nothing morally wrong with people who smoke marijuana. And there are medicinal benefits to marijuana. It absolutely should be legal. The end. 10. I approach all ideas and beliefs with the same scrutiny and skepticism that I do with the God claims and religion. Things like Bigfoot, ghosts, spirits, alien abductions, psychics, mediums, alternative medicine, that kind of shit, they're all bullshit and will be dealt with and treated as such until science otherwise proves them correct. Okay, and last but not least, my main motivation for doing this, above all else, is love. I love each and every one of you who's listening right now, and everyone else who isn't. I'm aggressive because I care. I'm passionate because I want better for humankind. I'm strident because I think we'd be better off as a global community if we were better educated and applied skepticism to our beliefs. I'm adamant because I love you. Okay, so let's take a break from this super serious horse shit. I normally don't take anything very seriously. I definitely don't take myself seriously. I probably won't take too much on this show very seriously. I don't know. I probably will, but I try to make light as much as I can. I don't want to be super uptight, very serious person or podcast. I want to have fun here. Try to make this comedy. I don't consider myself much of a comedian, but I try to have fun and make people laugh when I can. So let's move on to something that's hopefully funny.
Well, hi there, Adam.
Oh, fuck. It's Conservative Bob. Hey, Conservative Bob, what's going on, man?
Oh, not a whole lot, but I saw you on Facebook supporting that Bernie Sanders communist motherfucker.
Well, he's actually not a communist. He's a democratic socialist. And I realize that he's the underdog right now, but sure, I support Bernie, yeah.
Well, you need to cut that shit out and vote for Donald Trump.
Why on earth would I vote for Donald Trump?
Well, he's gonna make America great again.
Oh, is he Conservative Bob?
That's right.
Okay, how's he gonna do that?
Well, he's gonna build a wall. He's gonna build a wall around Mexico and make the fucking Mexicans pay for it.
Conservative Bob, you realize that net immigration in America has been zero for years, right? That means just as many people are leaving as are coming in. This hasn't been an issue in years.
Well, he's gonna ban all them fucking Muslims.
Oh, is he now? He's just going to round up all the Muslims and throw them out and block any other ones from coming in? Do you know how fucking stupid you sound right now?
Well, he wants women to get punished for getting abortions.
You're not too familiar with Roe versus Wade or bodily autonomy. Whatever. You got anything else?
He called Ted Cruz a pussy.
Yep. How does that make America great?
He's got big hands and a big dick, too.
You're easily impressed, aren't you, Conservative Bob?
But he's going to pay the legal fees of the people who beat up the protesters at his rallies.
Okay, so you've pretty much convinced me not to vote for Donald Trump. Is that your end game here? Is that what you want? Do you want me to vote for Trump or not?
I want you to vote for Trump. He's going to make America great again.
Fuck off, Conservative Bob. You dumbass. Alright, so anyone who's been in the atheist game for a while knows that we don't have a lot of atheist-themed music. I mean, there's plenty of Christian music out there. Most of it sucks really bad. But as far as atheist shit goes, I mean, there's a little bit, but not a whole lot. I particularly like rap a lot, and there's not a whole lot of atheist rap out there. I mean, there's some, sure. People know of, like, Graydon Square. Some people know of Tombstone. There's a few others. But I got a buddy here in Cincinnati who goes by Ensomniak, and he is an atheist rapper. And I really enjoy his stuff, so I guess every now and then